Good afternoon, all Australians, and good evening to all Canadians up there. Welcome back to 2023 to Mom Talks. Today, we are restarting our Mom Talks. As you all know, we were doing an episode of Mom Talks during the end of 2022, and we took a break because everyone's been celebrating the new year, and so we just took a break and we are back again. So today I have with me, let me introduce myself first. As you all know, I'm Tracy from Australia. I am a mom of two kids and a wife. I'm working as an associate nurse unit manager in Melbourne, Australia. And today I have with me Baljit, who's all the way from Canada. I let Baljit introduce herself.
Thanks, Tracy. Hello, everyone. Hope you all had a good new year. We are back with our mom's talk. So, my name is Baljeet, and I'm a mom of two kids. I'm a registered nurse in Canada and been living in Canada from last 10 years. So, that is just my brief introduction. I'm running this online business now along with my part time job.
Thank you, Baljit, for your introduction. Um, so, um, I hope everyone's had a good New Year and a good Christmas time and had some time off with family, friends, and everyone. Coming to the new year, we said goodbye to 2022. Probably it's been a hard year for some people. For some people, it might have been a better year compared to the yesteryears because we had the pandemic running, and this was a year that we came out of all those lockdowns and whatnot. A relief from the mask and everything. For some people, it might uh, been a better year compared to yesteryears. Whatsoever, 2022 is gone past, and we have welcomed 2023. So when we step into the every new year, we all have like new year resolutions happening. I don't know if anyone has forgotten to take a new year resolution because you might have just continued through. But I think, every person, who feels motivated would have some new year resolution. But coming to, we are nearly in the end of January, and I'm hoping everyone's got their New Year resolution still going on, because many a times we don't stay focused. So that's what I was thinking. We'll have the stock by the end of Jan, because New Year resolutions have long been a way to take stock of what's truly important in our lives. Okay, allowing us to pause and reflect on the year behind us, as well as to plan a year ahead of us. And most of the resolutions that we take are the best resolutions that we take, and it often enriches our emotional health and also our spirits. However, we all have struggled on how to stay focused when our attention is being pulled into 100 directions. As a woman, or as a mom, or as a digital business owner, or a nurse by profession, I can think of 100,000 ways of how I get distracted, or why I cannot stay focused. But then there's no point in blaming the situation, or blaming the circumstances, or blaming the people around us. Okay, so here we are here. So it's now time to learn. We are all mature adults, and it's time for us to learn how to stay focused on our goals no matter what, and achieve more than you ever thought was possible. So here we are discussing a few points or a few tips on how to stay focused with our New Year resolutions. Or even if you did not make a New Year resolution, it's now time. Like anything can start from today, from this moment. Okay, so if anyone's failed to make a New Year resolution, but have been thinking of having a change in life. So if you're taking that decision today, here's some tips to how to stay focused. So, Baljit, what would be your tips on how to stay focused, or what have you been experiencing in your life?
Yeah,
Over to
thanks,
you.
Tracy. Yeah. So, yeah, every year, I don't know, most of people like they will make resolution for sure, but it's easy to give up on them because we need to focus on them to achieve them first. So, here are some ways that I found helpful uh, to achieve those resolutions. So, first of all, is like you have to make realistic goals, the goals that can be attained. It's not like you are thinking or something that is not possible, so you will get lost and you won't be able to follow your means steps to
Mm,
achieve those goals, so you will easily give up on them. So first set up the goals that are realistic, that you can achieve, then plan accordingly. So how you gonna
yeah.
achieve those plans? So it's not
Mhm.
like we made the resolution, but how is it going to happen? We have to set up a plan that this is what we are going to follow to achieve those goals.
Mm,
Then after that, we'll probably talk about it or share with people who is going to support you with that resolution. Because if you do it by yourself, sometime you get demotivated. But if there is a person who can support you, they will remotivate you to focus back. So
yeah.
just share and get support from the people around you. Then other thing will be when you're doing, even achieving a simple success, just celebrate that. That will keep you motivated that you achieved a milestone, even a smallest. So celebrate the little victories you get. That will keep you motivated to achieve the next level. After that,
Mhm.
also track your progress, that how much you are gaining and how much time it's taking for you, so you
Mhm.
can focus on which thing needs improvement, so you can improve in that way. And the most important is stick to it, be consistent. So if you are
Mm,
like focusing for 1 month and then you're relaxing in between, then getting back to that point will be like not possible sometime, because you get lazy and okay, then it goes lags behind. So it's better you stick to it, be consistent and persistent, then you will be able to achieve that goal. Also, never give up. Keep trying. You will get to your goal,
mhm.
but if you give up, nothing is going to happen. So these
Yeah.
are few things, and the most important in the last is your mindset. That is most important. If you have a positive mindset, you will be able to follow all these steps. Otherwise, it's easy if you're not, if you're negative or your emotions are not supporting, then you won't be able to focus on the goals and won't be able to achieve them. So
Mhm.
yeah, these are my views that I used. It's been
Yeah.
helpful from last year. I've been using them, and yes, achieving
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
to you, Preeti.
Yeah, thanks, Barjit. It was very useful. Like, just so maybe some of the things we might know, but it's always good to like reinforce ourselves, isn't it? Um,
Right.
so, um, just adding to some of your points, Barjit, you
Mhm.
said about a positive mindset. I was just thinking, like, how do we have a positive mindset? So one of the tip would be to start your day strong. You don't really want to wake up to negative comments and negative news and all that. So maybe when you wake up, I would say that's one thing I've been finding it hard, especially having a digital business, and we use the social media. So so even if it's like a good message, we are awaiting a good message or on social media, so it's a tendency to take the phone and look at it first thing in the morning. So that's one thing I have, like, for the few months I have been doing, just switch off the not focusing on a mobile phone or like on the computer just first day in the morning,
Right.
maybe for the first hour. like so we can stay like not looking at the news, like negative news everywhere, especially with the covid and everything. So I'm not saying you shouldn't read the news or something, but when you starting your day, maybe make it more productive. Like think, maybe hear some good like devotional music, or start with a prayer, or like if you're not into prayer, like if you're not a religious person, maybe you can do a meditation or something of calming or relaxing things, and start the day strong. Okay. And like having breakfast, I think that's what moms we always miss out on. We try to feed everyone, but we are the ones who do not, like after completing all our housework, we sit down to eat our breakfast. So those are little things that we need to like refocus on and start the day strong, so we have a positive mindset. And as you told, focusing on our outcomes. Okay. So like you told, like we have to have certain goals which are like practical goals. Yeah, so I would reinforce that, because as Tony Robbins says, if you have big enough why, a strong why, you will figure it how, like so if you have
Yeah.
a why, you will figure it how to make it possible.
True.
So visualize
Mm.
yourself completing a task or reaching that goal, and then take a few deep breaths and just do it. Okay. And
Right.
then just action matters. And then the other thing is making, like it says mantra, but like positive affirmation still. Okay. Say it out loud with enthusiasm. Okay. I'm gonna achieve that today. I'm gonna do that today. Some positive energy, like like if you're a Christian, with God I can do that. Like that hope is always there within you, and then you're just saying it out as well. It will not only change your physiology, but also it helps you find focus. And as you told, like remove those distractions, like like it's another point of saying, like staying consistent, like
Right.
you already touched base on that. So that's, you told the right thing. Like once we take a break, it's really hard to come back or focus on things, isn't it? Like yeah.
Right.
So uh, yeah, so that's one thing. And then the other thing is eliminating vices, vices in the sense eliminating bad habits. So some people have like a bad this thing, like okay, now today I'm stressed, I'm gonna drink a bit more coffee. Like let me today is a hard day for me, so I'm just gonna load myself with caffeine, or I'm gonna just take alcohol today in the evening.
Right.
That's not a great
Some.
thing. Like that's not a healthy way. So maybe eliminate those bad habits. How you become addicted, and you'll discover how to stay focused in a healthy way. The
Mm.
other thing is don't multitask. Oh my God, that's a big thing for mothers, I would say. So
Always.
yeah, so before that, let me just see. I've got a few comments. Dandy Cheji from Qatar. She's watching live from night shift. Hi, Dandy Cheji. Thank you for the time. Yeah, and Anu as well from Canada. Hi, Anu. Um, yeah, so coming back, so we were talking about multitasking. It's a huge thing for mothers. As mothers, I know like all of us do some sort of a multitasking, but recent studies show that multitasking is not a productive thing, which I was astonished to hear as well. Why? Because they say there is a phenomenon called attention residue, which means that every time we switch task, a little bit of our attention is still, lagging
Okay.
there. So
Mm-hmm.
that's called attention residue. And we have all experienced that, but
Yeah.
we still say multitasking is very, we are very great at multitasking. No. And that is why the studies say that multitaskers have the worst attention span and memory capacity than known multitaskers. I always say, like, people say, when kids are born, we say, oh, when we try forget things. I don't know, in Canada do they have that phrase, but here everyone say, oh, mummy brain. Like they say, mummy brain. Okay. But I say, like, my son is like 9 years old, but my mom brain has never gone away. Baby brain, sorry, not mom brain, baby brain. The baby brain has still not gone away. Why? Because as kids are born, our multitasking is more. So we
All
have
right.
our memory is capacity is lost, our attention span is lost. So now I can truly relate to it. So to truly achieve things, stay focused on one task at one time. Okay, you will be more productive, you'll find it more productive. The other thing is creating a productive space. This is for any digital business owners like us, and we or like anyone in IT or anything that we do, have a productive space. That means, like, declutter the space. Like, when you sit for doing a task, maybe you should have a clean space. A clean space may brings about a clear mind space. That's what they say. And then maybe you can beautify that place with putting like plants or something that inspires you, or quotes that inspire you, something, and make it like a creative or a productive place.
Mhm.
And Baljit already took explained about having a plan. So just on touch basing with this is how you can make a plan is like, maybe you can have a monthly planner where you can put down all the things, like, or you can have a family calendar, so then everyone knows what you are doing, what is your day looking like, what is the other person's day looking like, so you can support each other as well. So it's very important in that way when we're doing things collectively in a family. And then the other thing is taking scheduled breaks. That's also one thing that all mothers lack. We just run, 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 and we do not have a time for ourselves. And when I say about scheduled breaks, it's not actually like, okay, I'm going to take a break from what I'm doing, but I'm just going to check the emails. No, no,
Right.
that's not a break for you, because then you are still overloading with things that you have to focus on. Okay, so actual break means it should give you a relaxation. Okay, so that will help you focus, your brain to focus, and a chance to recharge yourself, even if it's like 15 minutes, like, from that work that you're doing, or 10 minutes from that break you're doing. That's very important. And I think those are some of my tips. And already, Baljit, you have touched base on having an accountability partner, which I think it's a great idea. Like, if you can't stay focused, it's always good to have an accountability partner as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all from me as well. And I hope we have given you some insight to how to have a focused living, and how to bring your New Year resolutions into practice, and fulfill it till the end of the year.
Right.
Anything else to add, Baljit, from your side?
Yeah, that's about it, I guess. Yeah. If you keep working on it, you can achieve those goals. But yeah, just keep going, not giving up. So that is the only
Yeah.
way to change those goals, I guess.
Okay. Okay, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you Baljit for joining as well. And you have a wonderful year ahead, and we will be coming with the Mom Talks episodes every week. Probably the days will change, but we will be there every week. See you then. Bye bye.
All right. Bye.